semi-finals. Two Danish pairs as well. That was nice to see. Steen, young Danish pair. I think they won the gold medal at the first European Games, didn't they?
They did. A very encouraging effort from them, and also so far from Joachim Fischer and Christinna Pedersen, who has sort of returned to form lately.
It's very good to see. Well, the mixed doubles discipline with the Destination Dubai rankings, only discipline of the 5 disciplines where the #1 changed places after the French Open.
Christinna Pedersen from Denmark and Yixin from China.
So here come the players for the last of our semi-finals, led out by the left-handed Joachim Fischer Nielsen, who will turn 37 later this month. His partner, Christinna Pedersen, 29, from Aalborg in North Jutland. They have been playing together since 2008. This is their 8th year together, and having won the Japan Super Series earlier this year, it means that they've had 8 consecutive years where they've won at least 1 Super Series title each year. That is a remarkable record. Well, their opponents, the #4 seeds, Cheng and Yixin. Well, what a World Championships they had. Reached the final in Jakarta, losing out to the Olympic champions in that final. Cheng, he's 23, as indeed is his partner. #3 on the world ranking at the moment, enjoying their 6th week in total as #3, which is a career high. As we saw, they were #4 on the Destination Dubai rankings. And for Yixin, she's trying to make her 2nd final here at the China Open, because 2 years ago she was in the final of the women's doubles with Zhang Xianxin. Lost out to Wang Xiaoli and Yu Yang in that final. Their win-loss record for the year, the #4 seeds, 5 finals from 13 tournaments, winning the India Super Series and the China Masters Grand Prix Gold. Well, as far as their matches are concerned, it was just the first round against Sonoda and Fukuman where they went the full distance. A second round was a repeat of the Australian Open final, and they got revenge over the Hong Kong pair in the quarterfinal against the married couple, Chris and Gabby Adcock. Well, it was a much closer second game than it was first. So to the man who is still 36 at the moment, not until the 23rd of this month will he turn 37. Twice they've been in the final of this tournament before, 2011 and 2013. Last year they were the #3 seeds and lost in the last 16. They've been in 4 finals this year from 12 previous tournaments. They won the Malaysian Grand Prix Gold and the Japan Super Series, reached the final in Germany, the German Grand Prix, and the India Super Series as well. Now, isn't that impressive? And I can tell you, yesterday in their quarter-final, they were 7-14 down in that second game before fighting back to win it 24-22 in 45 minutes. So this is a match that will be contested, these two pairs, for a 7th time. The previous 6 meetings, overwhelming advantage, as you can see, to Cheng and Yixin. But the last time they played, it was won by the Danes. That was in the quarter-final of the Japan Super Series, which, as I've just said, the Danes went on to win. Now, Steen, I know you were talking to the Danish head coach at breakfast this morning. Did you discuss this match at all, or in particular, or not really?
Yeah, we talked a little bit about it. I said that I felt that the match yesterday when Bao and Liu Cheng beat the Adcocks, that Bao Yixin fell down a little bit in the second game, and that was pretty much it. And the Danes, they've sort of had their second life or something like that. Wasn't playing that well last year. This time of year, there were concerns about whether they were going to play on as a pair or maybe split, and Joachim would play with another partner, and Christinna would focus on the ladies doubles and so on. And that's, in my opinion, troubled the pair a little bit.
Yeah.
And suddenly there was a sponsor conflict in the Danish association, brought these two players at least closer together. They have the same sponsor, and that has given the combination new life, in my opinion. I still hold Liu Cheng and Bao Yixin as the favorites in this match, because I feel they played well throughout the tournament. The match against the Japanese pair in the first round, they won. The two games they won them with 7 and 8 points, but I think we might be in for a really, really good match.
Yeah.
Ready?
Well, I did notice just before the match started, Steen, that there seems to be a change of coaches on the Chinese coaching bench. We've got Chen Chu, which we would expect, but they've also got Shi Shongbo, who won this title, mixed doubles title, with Zhang Yawen back in 2006, the year before it became a Super Series.
Yeah.
Any significance in that, do you think?
Possibly, but I'm not sure there is. This is China Open. That means that it's possible to bring more coaches to give them experience coaching international tournaments. I know that in Denmark there's a lot of Danish coaches present for the Denmark Open, and I suspect that would be the same in China. It's a good possibility also to develop coaches to sit on the chair next to the more experienced coaches and learn from them. So we'll get a better idea when we see who's coaching in Hong Kong and who's coaching in Dubai Super Series finals.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good smash.
Yeah.
Good defence too from Christinna Pedersen.
Serve's over. 3-2.
And that is an area of her game where I think she's really worked on and developed her defensive play.
Yeah, because if we go back to when they started playing together 6-7 years ago, that was a weak point. But I mean, that's sometimes what we overlook as coaches or commentators or critics, the ability to actually improve throughout your career. It's not always about having everything from the beginning, but it's more important that you're able to learn and master new things.
Well taken.
And one of my idols in that area is one we talked about earlier today, Lee Hyo-jung from Korea, the Olympic gold medalist in mixed doubles 2008. Because when she first emerged on this Super Series tour, she wasn't that fantastic, but my did she develop.
4-3.
I think Bao Yixin thought about returning that one.
5-3. That was over. 4-5.
Goodness. It's good judgment. Let's go long.
And for the Danes, it's a very encouraging rally because they've been able to withstand the attack of Liu Cheng here in the opening rallies of the match, and that's really, really important for the Danes. On the other hand, I think there's a lot at stake for Bao Yixin and Liu Cheng regarding Olympic qualification. They had a really, really good score against Fischer and Pedersen until last time they met in Japan, where they lost. So I'm not sure they'll be safe in terms of Olympic qualification if they lose this match.
5.
And that's of course because they're in competition with two other Chinese pairs, Zhao Yunlei and Jiang Nan, whom we expect to be selected for the Olympics, but also Xu Chen and Ma Jin.
Yes, and as we saw from the draw just before this match got underway, the defending Olympic champions, or reigning Olympic champions, and Zhao Yunlei safely through to the final, beating Xu Chen and Ma Jin in a repeat of that Olympic final.
Yeah. And that's a factor actually, how strange it may sound, but that's a factor in my prediction of the Chinese as the favorites here, because Jiang Nan, Zhao Yunlei lost very early in Japan Open, and the Chinese team didn't do really well in that tournament, so I expect them to have had some sort of a break or holiday after the Worlds. Now they're back in the final, Jiang Nan, Zhao Yunlei.
Yes, and of course Zhao Yunlei, injury troubles in Denmark, didn't she? And then she pulled out of the French Super Series.
Thank you. 7-6.
They also lost to the Danes in Japan, right? Jiang Nan, Zhao Yunlei? I think they did. I'll check.
Yes, the Danes beat them in the final.
Yeah.
8-6.
Which was an odd result. I know that the Danes have had quite good head-to-head against Jiang Nan and Zhao Yunlei, but they've been the Chinese have had the upper hand over the last many months. So suddenly the Danes winning was of course encouraging, but is it for real? Yeah, that's well played.
Yes, brilliant.
And they've gotten off to a really good start, the Danes.
9-6.
You can see there's discussions going on the Chinese side of the net.
Yes, because Bao Yixin was going forward after playing that defensive shot, but her partner didn't move to the back of the court to cover. Should he have moved, or should she have gone back for that?
I can't answer that because I've already forgotten the build-up to that situation. Wide, or long, yeah.
Well, there's a challenge
Yeah.
here.
He needs to challenge because he shouted.
New bow challengers out. Can I have your call? Out.
Well, he's in, doing an awful lot of the talking. Here we go. What does Hawkeye say?
It says out.
It was out.
Challenge unsuccessful. New bow. One challenge remaining.
Generally, unless you're really sure, it's a good idea to use your challenges on your own side of the court where you can actually see what's happening.
And it's gone long as well.
11-6.
So a 5-point advantage for the Danes here at the mid-game interval. Opening game.
I definitely think Xie Zhongbo is there as an apprentice. It's Chen Chichu who's doing all the talking. Normally we see Chen Chichu sitting next to Zhang Jun.
Yeah, that's why I asked the question a little earlier, because I thought, well, where is Zhang Jun? Because he wouldn't have been involved in the other mixed doubles because it was China-China.
Yeah.
20
And
seconds.
But we haven't seen him with the mixed doubles in this tournament. He's been sitting on the men's doubles matches.
Right.
Together with this coach, we can't really decide the name of, but whom I think is Cheng Rui.
11-6. Play. Serve's over. 7-11.
So obviously we couldn't hear what Lazur was saying, but
No.
what do you suspect he was saying, apart from, you know, well done, you've started very well?
Yeah, probably just reinforcing the things that they've talked about. I don't know if they've spotted one or two things during the first rallies here, but definitely important that they put a lot of height on their lifts to Liu Cheng so that he can't jump in and smash, so it comes down more vertical, makes it easier for the Danes to defend. It's not always so. Sometimes it's the opposite advice you give them to lift more flat. You see, that's what you want to avoid.
9-12.
Yes, the scenario of the flick serve. Same principle of lifting flat. Yeah, wide of the centre line.
Serve's over. 13-9. Serve's over. 10-13.
And some of the things that the Danes have refound, in my opinion, is this urgency to win. You can see it on both players, and that's what makes them special as a pair.
Yes, and you can see physically with Joachim Fischer
Yeah.
that urgency, that intensity in every single rally.
Yes.
You know, he's great to watch because, you know, you can just see the effort he's putting in and how much it means to him. He's very expressive as well. So you know when he's happy, you know when he's cross with himself. And we can empathize with that as viewers.
Good interception by Yixin. But it's also demanding to play with him because he wears his...
heart on his sleeve.
Thank you. So if you're not really familiar with his style, you might interpret it in all kinds of different ways, that he's unsecure or he feels that you're playing badly or something like that. So all credit to Christinna Pedersen for being able to cope with that.
Yeah. He's a father of two now. Here's Joachim Fischer.
Yeah.
Crikey, his daughter has just turned 1. 7th of November. She was born last year.
That also means that he doesn't play that many tournaments. They're not entered into the Hong Kong Open in the next week. He's going back to practice and be with his family, and then coming back for the Super Series finals, of course.
Yeah.
13, 14.
That's a little bit of worrying times now for the Danes. That Bao and Liu, they got back very quickly into this first game.
Yeah, well left.
That was over. 15, 13.
What great defence.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well
my
played.
goodness. Good rally.
Clever play by Joachim Fischer.
This is unbelievable.
That looked wide. Oh.
Oh, tremendous.
16.
Well, there was a defensive shot at the beginning of that rally from Christinna Pedersen. That was glorious. She blocked it and moved forward. 49 shots.
Very rare rally length in the mixed doubles.
Yeah.
As a Dane, I of course wouldn't mind to see Joachim and Christinna in tomorrow's finals, but more important, it tends to be better matches when it's players from different countries playing each other.
Ball.
But
16.
otherwise, we'll get a rematch of the World Championships final.
Yeah.
So we're a little bit spoiled.
Well, this is mixed doubles is the only final that can possibly be two nations.
Yeah.
All the others are already decided, and they're all different nations across the net
14.
in each of the other 4 finals.
Whoa!
Oh, look at that.
Service over.
Bao Yixin is smiling a little bit.
14.
But China are already got a representative in all 5 finals, so it's possible for a clean sweep
Yeah.
for China.
Yeah, good achievement, and they had a lot of semifinals as well. Women's doubles, they had a
18,
all
14.
Chinese. Was it bottom draw or?
Bottom half of the draw,
Yeah.
yeah.
4 pairs there. And it's not always easy to play on home soil because often you have other obligations. You have to talk to sponsors and all kinds of side events. I don't know how it is in China, but at least it's like that in Denmark.
Oh, yes.
He's been playing really well, in my opinion, Joachim Fischer.
14.
Great read of the situation.
Yeah, that backhand from Joachim Fischer
20.
was superb.
Game point 14.
Nothing fancy. Straight down the line, set up the point. And now they have game point opportunities on a run of 4 straight points. 6 opportunities. And that's one saved.
Service over. 15-20.
It's a good serve. Oh, good return too in the opening game to the Danes.
Joachim, Fischer, Nielsen, Christinna, Pedersen, 21-16.
Clear call by the umpire, 21-16. 21 minutes needed for that opening game.
Yeah, and Leo and Bao, they've got to fix the attacking situation. Joachim and Christinna, they've succeeded in neutralizing their powerful attack, and if you take that away from these 2 players, then you can play with them. We've clearly seen that. So we've got to figure out what are we doing when we have the big attacking opportunities. If I could come with a suggestion, maybe try a drop shot once in a while as the first attacking shot, instead of firing away on these vertical dropping lifts from the Danes. See if he's capable of moving them out of position, Liu Cheng.
Well, the Danes did play well in that opening game, there's no doubt about it. 21-16.
Yeah, and it's a bit worrying for the Chinese pair who had such a big lead in head-to-heads that it seems like the Danes have figured them out.
So the number 5 seeds.
Second game.
One game to the good against the number 4 seeds.
Play.
It's such a good serve, isn't it?
Service over. 1.
Now, right at the start of this match, Steen, you said that in your mind, because of the way that the Chinese have been playing, they started as favourites. So
yeah.
I'm assuming the style of game or the tactics that the Danes have been using is a pleasant surprise to you, because You know, I know you're not biased, but you are a Dane, and
I am biased when the Danes are there, but
Yeah.
I try to be as little as possible.
yeah,
But yeah, it's a very nice surprise that they're able to withstand the attack of the Chinese. And if we think back yesterday, where we saw Bao and Liu against the Adcocks, we saw how fast-paced they played this first game. There's a difference because the Danes have been serving really well. They haven't been flicking a lot. See, high lift. That's better.
and again.
That's better. High lift again. And it's simply not that dangerous, his smash, when the shuttle is dropping straight down from the ceiling.
Time's over. 2-1.
So I didn't see their match in Japan, where they won for the first time, Joachim and Christinna. So it was interesting to see what it was that really worked so well. And it means a lot that you're not afraid of lifting, because then the mid-court opens up. If you're afraid of lifting, then Liu Cheng is capable of, or has the possibility of, moving really close up behind Bao Yixin and covering all the front court.
Yeah, the mid-court area.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mid-court and front court area. So suddenly the court gets very small. But these lifts, they've been very useful so far. And this is a situation that the Danes have tackled well. Also, Christinna Pedersen from the back, targeting Bao Yixin, but not at all using full power. Actually, I think deliberately using a much less than full power in order to get Bao Yixin to judge the speed or the return herself. And we've seen Joachim been able to intercept at the net a number of times.
Time's over. 4-2.
my goodness, how did they get away with that? Oh, it's gone long. Pedersen way off balance.
Yeah.
5.
Generally, for Bao and Liu, it's an advantage if they can get as much pace or speed into the shuttle as possible. The more fast-paced the shot exchanges are, the bigger chance of winning for the Chinese side.
Oh yes, that's good play from Bao Yixin.
Yeah.
6-2. Change, please.
Very alert. And she simply has to win the net.
Oh, both the women on court are such good front court players, aren't they? I rate them both very highly. So that's an intriguing battle in itself. Oh, my goodness. That is sensational from Liu Cheng.
7.
We talked about it yesterday, that these are the areas that he has developed the imaginative shots. We saw some drop shots yesterday, really close drop shots instead of smashes and so on. So this is still a young combination.
That's good judgment.
Serve is over.
Kenneth Jonasson on the left as we look at them.
7.
Marzua on the right.
Serve is over. 8-3.
What's happened here, Steen? Why's the momentum changed?
Yeah, here I have to pat myself a little bit on the back because he was using that drop shot
Yeah.
instead of firing away.
Fault.
But when they're able to sort of inject that pace into the rallies, that they have the upper hand over the Danes. There's no doubt about that. So Yixin, one step forward, close the net down. Cheng playing his normal style. When you get the high lifts to the back court, be a little bit more patient than you were in the first game, and then just be patient and come forward. You're a lot quicker on your feet than the Danes, so that will pretty much be my advice to the Chinese
Serve is over.
in the in-between games interval. So neither of these pairs would freely give the attack to the others. Beautiful, beautiful fight for the attack there.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Serve is over. 10-4.
And it's a little bit tricky for the Danes because they cannot play these quick lifts to the back court, or they have a harder time doing it because Liu Cheng will probably intercept from the back court area.
Yeah.
Serve is over. 5-10. Play.
See, the Danes, they don't get back in position.
5 interval.
Yeah. Flick serve.
Yeah,
That low trajectory. And a 6-point advantage here in the second game.
perfectly aimed,
Yeah.
right in between the two Danes.
Yeah. Chen Chi-Chu, he was a left-hander, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Played a lot with Zhao Ting Ting, if I remember
20
correctly.
seconds.
That's right.
20 seconds.
I think
Coach.
one of
Thank
the
you.
results that I know was a runner-up at the All England, I think.
I think that was 2003.
On court, please.
Bronze medalist, I think, at the World Championships that same
Yeah,
year as
so-
well.
Sounds correct.
Come on, Christinna. 11-5.
So, do the Danes have an answer here in the second game? Oh,
It's wide.
was it?
I think so, but we'll never know.
No, and it was a lovely idea, and
yeah.
that backhand was even better.
11.
And
Oh, I think you were right. Yeah, it was going wide. My goodness. But look at that backhand. Look at that.
But these two pairs, they're forcing each other to play imaginative shots, to be creative.
Good rally.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the backhand again. Oh, tremendous.
7-11.
That's great effort by the Danes, because it's not so easy to be as alert and accurate as you need to be in this game in between attack and defense. When you started out in the defense and have to defend this big smash that he's got, Liu Cheng.
You, Christinna, come here.
Well, asking Christinna to go. I don't know why he's asking Christinna to go and talk to the umpire.
You need to be ready. Okay? You watch him.
Well, that's sort of a contradiction in terms, isn't it?
Yeah.
You need to watch him. Well, if he's not
7,
ready, then
11.
he's got to be ready. She was ready to serve.
Yeah.
A little confusing. That's a great serve too. Yeah, that's a good shot.
8-11.
Oh, 3 straight points since the game interval.
That's not so good played by Bao Yixin. She's
11.
pushing too much from a bad position.
So what should she have done? Blocked
She
it to the net?
Yeah, yeah. It's been about winning the attack in this mixed doubles here.
That is over. 12-9.
Well, it's like that in most mixed doubles, but I mean, there's some pairs who doesn't have that strong attack. You can afford to be a little bit more in the defense than you can in this match. Wow.
That is over. 10-12.
5 of the last 6 points.
Yeah, and she's not that dominant today, Bao Yixin. When the powerful smash of Liu Cheng has sort of been a little bit neutralized, she's not that dominant as I would have expected her to be.
Oh my goodness, that's good from Joachim Fischer.
11-12.
Making his way forward to the net. Six of the last 7 points now. Oh dear.
That's over.
No, it was a nice idea. I like the fact that he was changed the angle of his serve.
Yeah, to the left shoulder of Liu Cheng.
Yeah.
And it would be very hard for him just to dump it below the tape, because Christinna Pedersen was exactly opposite him. No, directly opposite him.
Crikey.
That's over.
Take that. Yeah, nod of approval from head coach.
12-13.
Well done.
And a different dangerousness from Joachim Fischer than from Liu Cheng. Liu Cheng is dangerous because of the power. Joachim Fischer is dangerous because of the steepness, and the quickness of his movement. Oh, that's
yeah, it was the call from Fischer
yeah.
to his partner to leave it, and it was the wrong instructions.
Over. 14.
It's
12.
clearly
Yeah.
on the line.
Should have gone to Specsavers. Oh, good defense.
Yeah, and there. Oh my goodness. Yeah. What a good rally.
It was too fast-paced for me. I couldn't see what was happening suddenly at the net. It was so quick.
Look at that defense. Yeah, it was a slight mishit, I think, on the attempted brush off the top of the tape from the left-hander.
Was he using his racket to sort of push off Joachim Fischer?
16. 12.
Oh, I'm not sure we're going to get another look at that.
No. It sounded like that.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, dear me. I think Joachim Fischer, with his racket, caught her on the leg, didn't he?
yeah, on the knee.
Yeah, that will hurt. Oh, I'm
Or
not
what?
sure.
No.
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 What happened? Did she twist her knee? Oh gosh, that's even
That's
more
even
worrying.
That's even worse.
Yeah. Oh dear. Well, we've already had one very nasty looking injury today. And the umpires called for the tournament referee, Orny de Vos from Belgium. The medics are dashing on. I'm not sure the Danes have actually called for the medics, have they? But medics coming on anyway. I think it must be a blood injury, is it? That
Yeah.
seems to be putting a plaster on. So I think there must have been a clash of Joachim's racket with Christinna Pedersen's knee.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was her own racket.
It's also possible. It's possible it was her own racket.
Well, if that's the case, then that's a mighty relief, I have to say. Because if it was a twisted knee, that would be very much worse. And as is the rules of international sport nowadays, all blood injuries must be treated immediately.
Yeah, and also the Danish coaches are sitting quite calm behind the court.
Ought to have like the rugby, shouldn't we, where you can dash on with another player while somebody's getting blood treatment. I'm only joking. It doesn't seem as if the plaster is sticking, and that's because of the perspiration on the
So
on the leg.
often you need to have a taping.
Oh
around
yes,
the
look.
knee.
Is that? Yeah.
It could also be an old wound from throwing herself.
Yeah,
or
graze.
that has suddenly just come off.
Yeah.
17, 12.
Hopefully they have some
Play.
spray to stop it.
Service over.
Oh, I
13.
didn't miss by much.
17.
Oh, there's
17.
all of a sudden a feel of opportunity again for the Danes. They want the shuttle change, the Chinese
Yeah,
pair.
yeah.
Joachim says no. Oh, but he changes anyway. Was that shaking his head because he was told to change it by the umpire? Not quite sure. Oh, what a good serve.
15. 17.
Yeah, well played.
Oh, good rally. Oh my goodness. And it's landed in. Well, a huge gap down that forehand side. And I thought for a moment I was going to go long. But no, it landed in. That was brilliant.
It's flicked twice to Yixin, and the Danes have won both rallies.
Well, we've noticed in recent tournaments sometimes the Fischer serve can wobble, the low
Yeah,
serve that
yeah.
is.
That's always the worry when you're not a real steady server, that suddenly a mistake will occur.
Especially at these pressure points, crucial stage of the game. Oh, backhand smash. Oh, that's extraordinary. How did they get themselves out of difficulty there?
17. 18.
Well, it was earlier than that that a remarkable shot from the back of the court, deep backhand corner from Joachim Fischer. 1 point in it.
Another point from coming off a flicker.
18. All.
And back level.
I don't think Yixin has a really great awareness in this sort of non-practiced play, that the situations that you can't standardize in practice. She doesn't have that great awareness, in my opinion. Well, she hasn't shown it in this match.
This is vital.
Oh.
And it was millimetres between brilliance and an error.
19. 18.
Yeah.
You ready?
It was good placement of the smash, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Not really giving Bao Yixin anything to feed off, any pace to feed off. And it's 19 all.
Maybe that break at 17-12 wasn't such a bad thing for the Danes after all.
No. An injury timeout for Christinna Pedersen.
7-2 up.
So will he flick again to Bao Yixin? No. Oh, that's a great take off the top of the tape from Christinna Pedersen. But it was set up by a wonderful backhand from Joachim Fischer. And the Danes have a match point opportunity. An opportunity to secure their place in a third China Open final.
Play, Joachim.
Now he served into the net last time he was serving to Liu Cheng.
Yeah, it's going to be a flicker.
Yeah. Yeah. And it did the job. 21-16, 21-19. And the Danes, Joachim Fischer, Nielsen and Christinna Pedersen beat the number 4 seeds, Liu Cheng and Bao Yixin. 50 minutes. And it means that all 5 finals tomorrow will be players from different nations contesting across the net.
Christinna Pedersen, 21-16, 21-19.
Umpire confirming the score. 2
Thank
straight
you.
games, and as you say, Steen, coming from 12-17 down in that second game, and that injury timeout, yes, it really did help the Danes. There's no question of that. So that means that we know all the lineup for tomorrow. All our semi-finals completed. Only one of our semi-finals going the full distance. I think we've only had 2 matches all week, haven't we? That have gone to 3 games. Nice, the final point. The good flick serve.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And the Danes through to a third final here at the China Open. Will it be third time lucky tomorrow? Well, we can look forward to that, as we can look forward to all 5 finals. But just to recap on today, we started with women's doubles, and the world number 1s, Matsutomo and Takahashi, coming through against Zhang Yena and Lee So-hee in 2 straight games. Then the Koreans got the better of the Japanese players in the men's doubles, and Kim Ji-jung and Kim Sa-rang tomorrow will contest their second Super Series final of the year. 21-17, 21-18 in 44 minutes. Then what a thriller we had in the men's singles. For the first time ever, Lee Chong-wei beat Lin Dan here in China. And tomorrow he will contest his 3rd China Open final. Saina Nehwal, the defending champion, well, she was very impressive in beating the 2011 winner Wang Yihan. And as we've just witnessed in the mixed doubles, the Danes, the Olympic bronze medalists, tomorrow will have a 3rd shot at the China Open title. 21-16, 21-19. So that's been semi-finals day. Of course, finals tomorrow, all 5 finals for you. It'll be the same time as today. That's 1300 local time, 0500 GMT. So from all of us here in Fuzhou, from Steen Pedersen and myself, Jill Clark, we'll see you for the finals tomorrow. Bye for now.